This is a battle with swords, not some fist fight. As long as one of us is still breathing, then this fight's not over.
Hey everyone, this is Armored, and today I want to show you how Triple Two region was able to stop the invasion of Safme. And Safme was basically invading the region over a drama which occurred during the archipelago raid. So, right now, I will try telling the whole story. Meanwhile, the fight is going on in the background, so you can enjoy and keep watching the fights as well in the meantime. So basically, what happened was that during the last archipelago raid, Apex were allies with uh, Triple Two region team. This is called PM22, but they were in the other faction, and the opponent faction, like the enemies, you can say they were the faction which were consisting of alliance. The highest alliance was Evil, right? So Evil is a very strong Korean alliance, and you can say they are one of the strongest alliances in the game as well. Now, what happened during that was since Apex was quite strong and their Legion that was quite strong as well, so nobody actually fought during the Village 7 fight, during the Village 8 fight, and especially during the zombie chainsaw battles. So no alliance actually showed up and they decided not to fight. And now, since nobody was getting points on the map, and PM22 and the Evil Alliance, their factions decided that for the points of their members, they are going to fight in the battlefield. Obviously, Apex and their Legion, their faction, did not find it correct that people are not showing up to fight. And for that matter, they are just field fighting and they are just doing tower rallies and getting the points, and everybody else who is included in this what you can say is island or archipelago, they're not getting the points. So, and nobody is fighting Apex, nobody is fighting their Legion. So they felt that if like PvP in most big alliances, that is not allowed. So they were quite angry over this fact, and this actually evolved into a very big issue during that archipelago raid. So this is the bottom line or the gist of like the whole issue. Now, this thing was conveyed to the leaders of PM22 and their faction, and obviously, I think they did not come to an agreement because they felt that since Apex was quite strong and they were doing all the fighting, and all the other legions and their members were not getting points, so there should be some parity. There should be some place from where the other alliances can get the points. Eventually, this whole thing, it created a whole big issue, big drama, and eventually Safme came over to Triple Two region, to sort out the matter. But nobody from Triple Two region allowed him to join any alliance in the middle. So what they did was that they established an alliance called TTF1 in Zone 1. They started building towers and everything else. But a new alliance, its technology, building up its alliance resources, that takes time. Placing towers, and especially then you do not have territory related buffs. And then Safme was debuffed. Whoever was there with him, he also got debuffed. Miss Coffee one, whatever her name is, she was there. Then Miss Ileda, she was also there. Later on, I will show you a couple of more players who showed up. And PM22 actually quite fought quite valiantly, and they were able to push them back. They were able to throw them out of the region, and the invasion was put to a stop. So overall, it was a very fine display of how one can hold their region, especially if you have a really strong players. And like a lot of, if Apex or DHX they show up, they cannot hold a region. But with a few numbers and as strong as Safeme is, they were able to hold out their region. They did not let them enter Zone 3, and they kept defending their towers and they kept creating problems. Here you can see GG himself and then Ironman. They were constantly fighting this guy. They were creating trouble for him. He was debuffed, and then he did not have any alliance related stats. For all those who are watching this video, alliance stats, they matter a lot in fight. So if an alliance has a maxed out technology tree, and then you are getting furthermore buffs like GG right here, he has Marshall. So in addition to Marshall, I think he must have activated Alliance something like you get squad travel speed, you get extra defense. So he must have activated those buffs as well. So this was creating a lot of problem for Safme, and he was suffering a lot of casualties. Sure, Safme was inflicting damage on GG as well, but the troop loss was on both sides. And comparatively, you can say it was a little less on the side of PM22 because it was their region and they were enjoying the territory buffs as well. So this was the main fight which took place. They kept fighting here for a long, long time. I'll show you more fights from here. And in between, he was talking to a lot of players as well. So a lot of curiosity was generated, and no footage has been shown by any other content creator. So I actually messaged Gigi if he had any uh, like he gave me all these videos. So a big thank you for him. A big thank you to him. Like he gave me all the data. He gave me all the coverage. And if you keep on watching, you will enjoy quite a lot because later on, PM22 were able to inflict a lot of damage onto the invaders. And I would say it is one of the best defenses of their own region by an alliance, which was comparatively a little weaker in might to a very big alliance like Apex. So nothing to take away from Safme. He's strong. He's one of the strongest players in the game. Everybody knows that. But boy, people will defend their region, and you cannot just go to someone's house, throw stones, and you do not expect to get hit back. You punch, and then you should expect the other person to not only punch you back, but he will also kick on your buttocks. So bloody well, these things are gonna happen, bro. So this was the fight. They kept on fighting, and eventually they pushed him back. Now I want to show you the funniest part of this video. Yeah. So right here, they were able to divert his attention, and now here you can see they started burning the tower. They were trying to connect towards zone 2. So not only they did not let them enter zone 2, but one of them kept fighting save me, and the other one started to swarm down the tower. So the number disparity, it started playing in the favor of PM22. PM29, basically you can see the alliance, their name, this is their farm alliance, and with their farm alliance they can access different zones inside their region. So this is another reason that why every big alliance is having a farm alliance. You can connect to your different regions. So here they swarm down the towers, and here comes the funny part afterwards. Let me show you that as well. So now once he swarmed down the tower, then he started spamming emojis like GG. I believe like any victory in life, everybody gets happy. So I think he was like super excited at that time when he burned down the tower and pushed back safely. So this was the So the next thing these guys what did was eventually TFF1 was able to enter into zone 2, and they tried to connect into zone 3, and they made their fort near zone 3, and obviously GG and his compatriots they ported in and to counter the advance of Save Me. Now what they were doing throughout this fight, they were like baiting Save Me into fight. They would put out their squads and make him come inside their territory so they can enjoy the territory buffs. Here you can see they will make him come outside, and Save Me eventually started feeling the pain as well because you cannot fight for so long outside your own territory. And if you are facing someone who is as strong or a little bit weaker than you, he will eventually the damage will start to tell. You have videos that I wanted to show you guys. So this guy Razor 77 Razor 77, he's part of Apex. He ported in his shield was he did not put on a shield. Like right now the fort is under construction, Like when the fort was under construction, bro, you have to use your shield outside your territory. So they were able to burn down this guy, and he started spamming the emojis again. So this is one of the guys who got burned, and later on, he was not the only one that got burned. So Ilida, who had ported in to help out Safme, she also got swarmed down. As soon as her shield expired, Gigi and Mr. Ironman, they swarmed her down. Like Gigi is no joke. Maybe he has 230 million might. It is not as big as Safme or Ilida or someone else, but he's really strong. Like he has 1.8 billion kill points and around 450 or T6 kills. So a lot of kills on his score sheet, and they were able to burn down Ilida as well. So Miss Ilida got a taste of the medicine she usually gives out to others, and in this day, during her invasion to Triple Two region, she was eating the medicine she usually gives to others. I think it must be really bitter. Nobody likes bitter medicine. Yeah, if you like bitter medicine, please leave a comment. I have another special medicine to give you if you like bitter medicines. So yeah, right here you can see Ilida was swarmed down. I don't know. I do not know why I feel really good for, I would say, region triple two. Like they fought really valiantly. They defended their region. They did not let the intruders, the invaders, get inside and destroy their region. So a very big props to this resilient region and the fight they have put up. So this was an amazing sequence, and again Gigi started spamming emojis. This was another sequence of the fight. Now in this sequence, basically what happened was that Mr. Safme, he had garrisoned this fortress. Of course, he's gonna be the garrison leader. Otherwise, other people will not be able to hold down this. So once what they did was they sent out a rally, and behind the rally they started to swarm down the squads of Safme because they knew that he will swarm down the rally, offensive rally, the siege rally, and this was a very good decision taken by the uh, leaders of Triple Two Alliance. They kept bugging him during all day long. Whenever he would go to sleep, they would start burning their towers behind the lines, behind the enemy lines, and they did not give any rest or any space to this alliance for it to grow or get access to any of the middle regions. Again, a big props to this alliance. So, in this particular instance, they were not like here. You can see they were eventually able to destroy this fortress. Mr. Safeme was not able to hold down this fortress, and like it is my home. PM22, they were like, "This is my home. You do not enter without my permission. You can get the fuck out, bro." So a great set of fights here, and in all these fights during all this time, this coffee lady, she is very offensive and racist in regional chat during archipelago raid and other matters, and especially during her fight with the Rayal. She started breaking down the towers to help out save me burn down innocent people in one of the archipelago raid. If you guys are interested in hearing that story, I have the data of that as well, and I can upload. So it is one of the reasons that Alliance Royale, I think it is of Region 68, they are not trusted by anyone, any of the big alliances. No big alliance trusts that alliance. So let me hop over to the last sequence of fights. Again, this lady Elida, she had her, what I want to say is that no shield on her. So now TF1. Again, they rallied another fourth. They built up. Save Me was offline. They were easily able to smash down this fortress. So let's quickly go through this portion, right? So basically, they swarm down. First, they set the rally, and then they swarm down this fortress. Now, the chief architects of this complete fight was Gigi and Iron Man from the region Triple Two, and of course, a lot of other players supported them. But if you check out the region 22, Triple Two, you will see that these guys are the strongest, and nobody else is quite near to their might or even how strong they are. So here they swarm down the fortress first. They destroy the fortress. Like I said earlier, as soon as Safme was offline, they would start taking action, and they did not give an inch of their own land. Like the TTF1, they did build up in Zone 1, but what is the use of building up in Zone 1? You can be the heroes in Zone 1, and if you cannot enter Zone 2 or Zone 3, you cannot go near the metro. So this was the first action they took, and this is the second action they took. Ileda, who was burnt earlier, they swarmed down her again. Of course, swarming down someone like Ileda, it will be quite hurting to the guys, Gigi and Iron Man, because she is really strong. Like she has 270 million might and over 1.4 billion kill points, or maybe 1.2. I do not remember. I forget, but it is quite above 1.1 billion kill points. So a lot of action went down right here, and they kept swarming her again and again and over and again. So this was all the fights that took place in region triple two. I told you guys earlier the main reason behind this fighting. It started from the archipelago raid, and eventually Apex tried to take revenge from triple two, but triple two decided that brother, this is not the day nor the way to take revenge. If you are here, you will only get a spanking from triple two. You're not getting our metro, and boy did they provide a great deal of spanking to Apex. I think their cheeks must be still red, and if you guys check out their cheeks, and if they are red, please leave a comment and tell me that they are red or pink or black or whatever their color is. So thank you for watching, guys, and have a good day.